Alright everyone, welcome back. Today we've got everything about Harrow going on. So, what does Harrow do? What is he good at? Harrow does Eidolon hunts. Ignore pretty much all these weapons except for this one, but we'll talk about that in a second. What Harrow does, he does Eidolons. This is the general build, and I'll break it down as to why. But first, to understand Harrow, we gotta go back to the beginning. We gotta go over every single one of his abilities, and I'll explain to you why he is complete garbage. And you should just play Trinity or Oberon if you want to be cool. If you want to play the support, Harrow is not the support you want to be. Condemn, super useful at times. Locks down the enemies and is hard CC. Doesn't last too long. So, very, very workable. I love his Condemn. Also gives you some shields, which won't be terribly important, but his passive means you can get a lot of shields from it. And his 2, you blow your shields for a buff, a duration. So more shields you have to burn, the longer his 2 lasts. Now, fire rate and reload speed, they're pretty nice. Although look at that base duration. 4 seconds. That's some garbage. Duration divided by 100 shields, or per 100 shields I should say, 1.54 seconds. The crap is that? 100 shields is 2 seconds? What? That makes no sense. But you also get some lifesteal off of it. Yeah, it's not enough, guys. Not even close. But you can heal your teammates from this. Okay? Now, Thurible. When I looked at this, I was like, oh, Harrow is gonna be amazing. Why are we running EV Trends? Why are we running double energizes when we could just have a Harrow? Yeah, that's not how this works. This crap sucks. First of all, you have to charge it. The animation for this is garbage. Like, total garbage and a waste of time. Duration? Alright, the duration is fine. The duration is pretty good. I do approve of that. Radius. Oh. It's affected by range. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. And we'll go over why when we start modding him. Now, Covenant, this is freaking amazing and essential in some Eidolon hunts, especially if you want to go fast. It's expensive to cast, though. It's 100 drain, and look at that base duration. 6 seconds invulnerability, then 12 seconds of the crit chance buff. That's not very long. And crit per 100 damage. What does that mean? That means you have to eat a fat dick in order to make this good. So this is only good if the enemy is dealing damage to you. Self-damage does not work. So, let's mod him. Now, I'm going to drop adaptation for now, because we don't need it. I have vitality on, so of course, let's see what strength does. We're just going to add some strength. Ah, look at that. Shields per hit. We get more shields per hit. Great. Still, this is just CC. Now, it's also suddenly required if you want to start using penance. Lifesteal went up. It's still not a ton, but fire rate and reload speed went up as well. Thurible. Energy conversion also went up. Okay, so strength is very good. Covenant strength definitely helps. 1.5. So what it does for Covenant is it helps charge it. Now, this is great, but let's get to the issue. 3. I just want about 25. That way, when I start killing things, it's like everyone gets a health orb. Except, can you see that? That is the edge. Yeah. If my allies are outside of that, they do not get anything at all. That doesn't work. That completely does not work. Your enemies in missions are nowhere near you. Even if you're defending a point, they're still kind of spread out and everywhere. They're not going to be there for you. It's so suddenly we have to run range. Great. I don't want to run range because I can't really fit it. Harrow, and that's the problem with Harrow. He wants everything. Each of his abilities wants something else. His one wants all the range, all the duration, all the strength you can get on, as well as efficiency so you can spam it. Covenant almost requires efficiency. It's kind of hard to get RNG, but you do have your 3, but that wants strength, and it wants range. So suddenly, we're split. Now, what are our options besides Overextended? We have Augur Reach, Stretch, and Cunning Drift. I have not unlocked the Exilus slot, and I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm really tired of Harrow, I'm not going to lie. But Narrow-Minded is our duration mod. So, remember, his 1, his 2, and his 3 all want duration. His 4, it can be tricky because if you're stuck in the retaliation, you cannot be invulnerable. And you know, that kind of sucks. So that's why the Eidolon build is super fine-tuned. Most of this is for survivability and strength. Efficiency and negative duration. Why negative duration? Because you have to get this down to the perfect timing for the Eidolon's scream. Otherwise, you won't protect your whole team. It works off of affinity range, so you don't need to mod for range for this. Modding for range does not affect this. Modding for range really only affects his 3, which is, I mean, you want his 3 to be up almost at all times, so you want duration. But again, suddenly we're fighting ourselves all over the place. Now, I'm going to leave Overextended on and get rid of Augur Reach. That's as much range as I can choke out. And now, we're going to slap on some duration. Now, I was super tempted to go Narrow-Minded. I could not make Narrow-Minded work. It hurt the range too much, and then the range was hurting the strength. It just a lot of difficulty. Not what I would go for. What I ended up doing, primed continuity, because I have it, as well as Augur Message, because it's a 7 drain mod and it's super cheap and I love it and it's super easy to use. Also gives you some overshields. So, something to dump into penance. So we can go a little bit faster. Great. Corrosive projection, of course, because I kind of need it. Energy siphon, as long as you're using Thurible and you're getting any amount of kills, you'll be fine. But again, this is where we're fighting ourselves, because I want to give everyone the crit chance buff. But you need range here, and you only need strength and duration here. Yeah. Yep. This one was not a fun one. I just hated running Harrow so much. And then we're going to slap on some transient fortitude to get our strength back up. Yes, this is just a build. There's 2 vaulted mods on here and 2 primed mods. This isn't necessarily required. You can use the normal one just fine. I've energized, so of course I'm going to use it. You might notice I use Guardian and Energize on almost everything. You can... A lot of people do other things, like to get base crit chance up, so you can do things like give the Nucor, and now the Kuva Nucor, some actual respectable crit chance, because his 4 is a flat crit chance buff, and can be extremely powerful if you can take the base damage up front. So this build works. You've got enough time that you can... I'm sorry, I hate Harrow so much. If you want to use any one of his abilities, you kind of need to specialize for it. If you're using his Covenant, go full strength. Hit 250, 300 strength, and then do what you want. If you want Thurible, I mean, you're hit the max range. Go to that, what is it, 295 right now for range? Go for it. Be the good teammate. I'm not going to do that, though. And Penance. Are you really healing your allies? Yeah, Penance sucks. Penance sucks a lot. It's better just to get a Healing Arcane or something else, or even Protective Dash. Remember, you've got energy here. You don't need Zeneric. And that's really kind of where Harrow shines. If you don't need Zeneric, but your allies need energy... Yeah, I hate Harrow so much. I don't even know why I'm doing this video. Maybe I lost a bet. I'll never admit it, though. Never. So, that's Harrow. In a nutshell. I have a specialized build. Right now it's into strength and duration, because it's for his 4. I wanted to give my teammates a buff while we were running Lefantis. And so I tried this. It kind of worked. The problem is, the bigger the buff, the faster they kill the enemy. And so the sooner you have to deal with the next enemy, meaning Covenant has to be so extremely fine-tuned, it pisses me off. Now, that's why this is at negative duration. You can actually go a little bit farther down in duration, and still make it work. I like that little bit of leeway. Me, I'm done with Harrow. I'm so glad I'm done with Harrow. I am never grabbing another Harrow unless I absolutely have to. Unless there's no other dang alternative. But let's... Oh, we're going to change this. We're going to show off some funny little gimmicks. Alright, start hitting me. Come on, hit me. And then we got Penance up. Penance lasts a while if you get that full buff up. It can be interrupted kind of easily though. And you can stack it. There we go. They're finally dealing some damage. Yep. Oh yeah. Big numbers. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, right? Let's try it again. Far stronger enemies. And with Penance, you kind of have to stack it. Oops. And I pressed my 4 at the wrong time. So now I'm kind of in trouble. Ah. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Looks like it canceled out. Come on. Start hitting me. Yeah, oh, definitely died there without Arcane Guardian, and these are only level 60s. Again, would have died there if I hadn't gone to Operator. Harrow just... ugh. Ugh. Bleh. Hate this guy. He does certain things that no one else can touch, though. Absolutely not. That crit chance buff is amazing. And honestly, that's what I would build for. I would go more for this build. I would say skip out on the efficiency, just use Thurible. You do need primed flow. Channel Thurible between when you cast your 4, and when they run out, it's time to recast it. This is what I would do. If you don't have these arcanes, screw it, forget them. Slap some efficiency on here, or just use the normal flow. Normal continuity, normal intensify, normal vitality. Very adaptable. You don't necessarily need this. But build 4 is 4. That's really all I'm trying to say for Harrow. He is... I have to change off of him. It was a little too traumatizing. I'm going to go hunt some liches and level some weapons. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys all have a great day. If you dare use Harrow, good luck.